Hello patrons, welcome to the channel. Smishek's Custom Baits, Rick Smishek here. Today I'm going to be making a green pumpkin and fire tiger laminate for in our baby brush hog, ribbon tail worm, and the 3.5-inch tubes. This is a color. The fire tiger orange is a brand new colorant. I just got that. I think that one of the things I'm going to do for you patrons is I'm going to use new stuff on the Patreon channel first before the folks on YouTube get to see it. So and we'll add extra content to the videos. I won't make it so I'm not sure what word I'm looking for. It won't be so business-like. It'll be more. I'm going to try to be more friendly, more personable here. Maybe tell a story or two. But we'll see how that goes. But there should be a little bit of extra content. The stuff that we don't generally get over on YouTube. The stuff that I've been advised to cut out. How's that? But we'll see and we'll see what you guys think of that. If you guys and gals, and if you like it, what I'm doing, let me know. And if not, then we'll drop that and we'll try something else. Because I want to make sure that the channel has value for you folks, especially since we're charging you, right? So with that said, let me go ahead and check the temperature on the plastisol here that we're heating up. I already started that before we started the video. It's not going to be hot enough yet. It's close though, and it's full of air bubbles. All right. That was about 325. It doesn't come full of air bubbles, but I mixed the crap out of it because I've had some issues with one brand of plastisol in the past where it just was kind of sticky. I'm not sure what the deal was, if it was my fault or if maybe I didn't mix it well enough to begin with when I first started using it, and maybe that's what caused it. I don't know. But to be sure that it's not my fault, I mixed the crap out of my plastisol, and as a result, it ends up with tons of air bubbles in it. So as soon as we have the plastisol ready to go with the air bubbles out and it's been cooked properly, I'll go ahead and move the camera over and we'll show you how we're going to make these colors today. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the green pumpkin. This one here is from Lureworks. I really like the Lureworks colors because they're aesthetically pleasing. Most of them are translucent or kind of translucent, and that's a look that I really like. But let's go ahead and okay, that was 30 drops. Your standard recipe is 30 drops of colorant per 8 ounces of plastisol. So that's what we went ahead and did here. And I'll start off with the fire tiger orange. Now that's looking really good. Okay, I'll start with the fire tiger orange with a cup of that, or with the same type of recipe. Dun dun dun. Glitter time. All right. And we're just going to put in a 1/4 teaspoon. That's what I use as a standard per cup of plastisol. Is generally speaking, I just use a 1/4 teaspoon. But depending on how many colors I put in, I might put more or less of one particular color than another. But a good rule of thumb is a 1/4 teaspoon per cup. and it gives you a pretty good amount of glitter in your plastisol. I'll go ahead and put this. You know what? I'm just gonna put my glove on. That was just dumb to try that. All right, here we go. Let's put this one back in the microwave so it stays warm. And here we go with the fire tray. Now I'm not gonna put any. Any glitter in this one. Let me give this a quick shake to make sure. When I got Yorker caps for all of my dead-on colorants now, they're a slightly smaller size than I should say the next size down from the ones that go on the Lureworks and Lurecraft bottles. So that'll make things a ton easier when I'm using dead-on colorants. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this off. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and count it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's 30 drops. Let's see how it looks once we mix it in. And when we look at the side of the cup there, you can see that it's kind of translucent, but it's not totally translucent. It's not super opaque either. It's kind of in the middle, kind of like most of their colorants are. This is about what we can expect. So let's. I think that's hot enough. Let me double check. Now it's about just under 310. Let me check the other one here. We're going to need to bring these up to temperature a little bit, I think. Yeah, they're about the same temperature. So let me put this here back in the. How does that? Okay, it's okay. Let's see here. Let's go about 30 seconds or so. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're about 315 on both colors. It's a little bit on the cool side. I usually try to get to about 320, 325, but I think this is going to be okay. So we're going to shoot our brush hog, ribbon tails, and then the 3.5 inch tubes. All right, so let's get this ball rolling here. All right, here comes the first brush hog. Next one. Almost done. Over here for the ribbon tails. Okay, she's full. Hold a little pressure. Come in for the tubes. I didn't oil the splines for the tubes this time. They'll still come off, they just won't come off as easily. And the blending block, no, I didn't freeze up. We should be okay. Go ahead and evacuate our plastic. Oh, we just had enough. Just had a little bit left over. All right. Let me get the camera moved back so we can open up these molds. Okay, everybody ready to see what these look like? I know I sure am. Here we go. Let's open up this brush hog first. Oh, look at that. Now, what I would do different in the future is I would add some more colorant to this. But as far as how these things look, wow. Now that's a pretty sweet looking color right there. You know? Heck, I might just leave it alone. Let's see, how about the other one? The next brush hog? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those both look pretty awesome. I hope I left that on camera. I wasn't looking at the freaking screen. I was looking over the top of it again. My bad if I didn't. All right, now this one here, this mold here, this is a little bit bigger. This is our 7-inch ribbon tail, and that's 7 inches as it lays in the mold. Okay, just like that. 7 inches from the gate all the way to the end. All right, all right, let's go ahead and take these things out. Take a look at what these look like. Now this mold, I just love this mold. It always laminates just perfect like that. See that? All the way down. You know, this is a pretty nice color. But if I want an actual fire tiger, I'm going to make this brighter. I'm not sure how yet, but I look into that. But that's what I would do. I would make that brighter if I want an actual fire tiger pattern. That's a pretty nice color regardless. You know? Pretty sweet baits there. All right, let's check out these. Let's check out these tubes. Now with these tubes, with the bigger ones, let's see here. Oh, yep, we got a couple. There's one there. There we go, just like that. Now they're out. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. My scissors are right here. I did not forget them this time. How about that? Well, you can tell that's going to be a sweet laminate. All the legs filled. See? All the legs filled up. Kind of had that off to the side a little bit, didn't I? My apologies. Watching for this. I just lift them up like this. Get them all lifted up. It's like that. The guy that made these molds, there it goes, it's off there. He just uses air. He has an air compressor in his shop, an air hose with the little blower thing. He uses that to blow them right off. There you go. Bob's your uncle. Those are all good. There's a little leg right there. It's just a little bit short, but that's okay. Just the one. And it's not very short. It's not real short. But you can see these laminated real well. Okay. Let's open up the next one and see how these look on the pins. Oh, this one actually came off without having to use the screwdriver. Fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead and look. See, now I thought that this one we might have run out of plastic, but these are short. Let's see just how short they are. If they're just a little bit short, that's okay. We can fish them with shorter skirts. Especially since they're just, you know, this is just stuff I would use. Okay, let's see this here. Yeah, that's probably a little shorter than what I want to do on this here. So we'll just toss those in the recycle there. Yeah, see that one there? Yeah, yeah, pretty much all three of those, or all four of that entire shot. So looks like we got 4 good tubes. Oops, I accidentally pulled the leg off. be a little bit careful when you're doing that. If you have these molds, if you're fortunate enough to have gotten a hold of some of these. Okay, I'll go ahead and finish taking these here off. Okay, there's that. Dun 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 dun. Nice looking tubes. There you go. Another nice looking tube. All right. All right, so those are our baits for today. This looks a lot more like Nameless than it does Fire Tiger, but this is just another example, this color right here, of how you just don't know exactly what you're getting until you get it and then use it. With this, in order for it to be an actual Fire Tiger orange, I think, like what you see on baits at, say, Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's. I think it needs to be a brighter orange, and I'll be looking to see how to do that. Part of this here, though, is that Lureworks colorants are kind of translucent. Okay, so most of them are, anyways. So that makes it a little bit harder for the how am I trying to say this? When you use colors that are more opaque, they don't bleed into each other as much. The colors don't affect each other as much. They're just because they're more solid. You can't see through them, and that's probably part of what we're seeing here. But the rest of it is the fact that that's not a real bright. Orange, you know. Or it's pretty translucent. But before I make Fire Tiger baits with this stuff to sell, I will modify this colorant, and maybe I'll show that on Patreon too. Who knows? But with all that said, I don't know if you can share this yet, but if you can, share it with people. Tell others. Tell others about the channel so we can build the channel, and pardon me, and I can stop telling you to share it. No, but regardless, until next time, tight lines and calm waters.